You share it. Hi, so do you share it as personal or share it as...
No, it's page.
It's not. Okay.
Need to switch to the page.
Switch views.
You can see the box of Brazil nuts.
Oh yeah. John, I keep it. Okay, yeah. Groups. So I've not done this for ages. Oh, I'm a bit warm after that walk.
RG, stop letting me pour like that. I'm going through this.
Okay, there we go. No, we're just trying to get the shares sorted out. There you go. All done. I don't need that. Oh, evening, Sandra. How are you doing? Hello, folks. Yeah, thank. Look, it's Friday, eh? Eh? It's been a busy one this week. So, hello to anyone watching. If you're new, come and say hello. Come and join us. And today's Q&A, really. So, if you have any questions that you're want to see if we can challenge us, throw our way. We'll do what we can. Did we get a decent weekend off last weekend? I've got Saturday off. We had a busy weekend. Even though it was bank holiday, we still had a busy weekend prep wise. Actually, that's the same every week at the moment.
The house was a bit chaotic as well because you see Louis moving out.
Oh yeah, Louis moved out last weekend.
He's down here again.
He's back today. He's been back today. I spent the entire day with him. Just a nightmare. Hi, Susan. Yeah. Poor Olivia. Honestly. I was like, I said to her, are you sure after a week you still want to be there? She just looked a little bit exasperated.
Yeah, who?
Who? What? It's fine, Jan. He was working. I know who he is when he's working. It's fine. They just got on with it. But yeah, he
didn't bring washing home, but he left washing here.
What?
Yeah, I found it when I started.
Oh, right. Okay, right. I was gonna say you better not bloody brought any back.
No.
So it's Olivia's mum's birthday, so they're back for birthday celebration. So, yeah, I got him to. Well, no, he asked if he could work, so I was like, yeah, great, get in there. But anyway, so yes, it's been a busy week, even with the bank holiday. It was.
Been one of those weeks again when I've not known what day it is. Bank holiday Monday just screwed it up completely.
It was a little bit strange. This week. Yeah, they've both moved to Leicester now, so they've got a little apartment in city centre Leicester. They both start uni in 4 weeks. Although he said to me today, I didn't realise the first 2 weeks he's no classes. He's really missing the fact that he's got nothing to go and do. He wants to go study. So it's a bit miffed that they still got to wait for 2 more weeks. Hi, Jimmy. What about the bakery job? What about the bakery job? I don't know.
He's not still working at the bakery. Well, he worked today.
He worked today. Yeah, he worked today. The pair of them worked today. Did a good job. If you're going to hear snoring in the background, it's
Archie trying
to breathe. Oh, lots to do. Yeah. Well, I mean, Leicester's a great place. He's got himself a job sorted as well. I'm not sure about Olivia, but he's got himself a job starting next week, so he'll be fine. He can commute to his work because he works he will be about 2 minutes away from where he lives, so it's a walking commute, which is great. He's just got himself a job at McDonald's. He's been used to working in a kitchen for the last couple of years, really. So he's he'll cope quite well. Hi, Mandy. So anyway, yes, he's all sorted. He's fine. He's just eager to do stuff now. He doesn't like waiting around. Louis never been the best at waiting around.
His plan. Yeah. And a time plan.
An actual time. But it's all sorted. Other exciting news this week is Ella's bought a motorbike.
I haven't told anyone about that.
Well, I have now. She decided, was it last week, that it was going to be a good idea, and by this week, she's bloody got one.
Last week. I'll send you a photo soon.
Very nice bikes. Very nice bikes. Very nice. Her and a friend have bought bikes each. Very nice bikes. And I have no problem with them having bikes.
I think the only problem you have at the moment is the garage is full again.
I mean, the thing is, Louis had a bike since he was 16, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a bike when I was 16, so I'm not gonna worry.
So get this: the seat height is 750 millimeters.
It's small enough for her to sit on, definitely.
But I need to learn how to ride a bike without needing both feet on the ground anyway. But that's a good start point.
Yeah.
Anything bigger, I'm going to have to be one-legged.
Sue Holdsworth, it's like a mini chopper. Little bit front end, so dropped handlebars. So her friend's got Benelli, so sort of pretty standard sort of straight bars, whereas Ella's are sort of crooked bars, and they're sort of down here. So it's not a child's bike, it's a proper 125.
Need stabilizer.
Well, yeah. I did watch them having a little mooch around in the car park a couple of days ago, and I was like, okay, there's a fair bit of work to do there.
Well, that was on Hondas with your old size 8 boots. I
rode the Benelli with wellies on last night.
You've been riding for how many years?
Not quite a Harley look-like, but it's a bit of a weird one, really. It's just
a Sinus SC125.
I'm not sure why they put the sort of like the bent bars on, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, we're not here for bike chat.
He's studying theoretical astrophysics.
Whatever that means. Never ask him the question, V.
Space stuff.
So yes, if you have any questions, otherwise it'll be just random nonsense for the next sort of 45 minutes. I mean, we have got a couple of things to share with you. A couple of things that are going to go on the website. Pretty much ready, are they? Or
it would be ready.
Well, Canva's not
Canva
working.
crashed this afternoon. Yeah. I was so prepared.
So they'll be probably on.
2 of the things are ready.
Yeah. We have. So within the main group, the public group, there's, that weekly post that we put out welcoming new members, it's regularly between sort of anything between 20 to 40 new people joining every single week. So it's always useful to we do repeat a lot of information because we know that some people are right at the beginning of their journey. And I think those that have been around for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years actually understand that a lot of what we talk about is the getting started and the getting making it the lifestyle. So yeah, it's a lot of repeat stuff, but that's fine for us. You bought the flatbreads. Well done, V. What did you think to the flatbreads? Is probably a better thing. Panda flour mug cake. Yeah, we didn't get round to doing it on the live. I'm pretty sure I have done it. It was a bit eggy, so I wanted to have a go again. We'll get back to you on that one, Al. Hi, Kerry.
Maybe make it alive for next week.
The live's in already for Thursday. Korean sweet and spicy chicken.
Oh.
It's a double fried crispy chicken. A bit like the crispy chicken, it's crispy beef.
Yeah.
So it's a similar vein to that. It's a
Nice.
different style of sauce. Just trying to work out how to properly ketify it, because it's definitely not low carb or keto. The chicken's fine, but I like the idea of this double frying idea. So you fry it on a fairly low temperature, set the batter, take it out, and then really ramp up the oil.
Yeah.
And you chuck it all back in. And I'm not sure exactly what it's going to do, whether it'll go any crispier or not. Just an knowledge, I still can't make it distant low.
I think is this the white panda recipe?
No, I think.
Or is Jan trying to make it?
I don't know actually. Which loaf are you trying to make there, Jan? I can't remember now. The events, Mandy. I don't know if they. Do you think they'll do one more this year? Do you think they'll do a Christmas one? Because this is the third one this year, isn't it? The Birmingham one's the third one, and it sort of fits that they might do one towards the end of the year. However, it might actually be then early next year.
Usually, they'll tell us as exhibitors as soon as they have the next one. And they only have Birmingham currently shown on their website.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it sort of fits their motive, really, for maybe one in and around Christmas time, maybe. Yeah. No, they move them around, Mandy. So Birmingham, it's only the next one's in Birmingham. The previous one was in London. The one prior to that was in Bristol. So they do move around. Just ping in the link. Just keep an eye on their website. So obviously it's not our event. It's just something that we attend. So have a look at their website and keep checking to see if they put anything new up. Also bought some new silicone molds for the Ninja. They want to make something with the flatbreads. Okay, so was there another part of that, or is it? So what sort of silicone molds have you got there, B?
Sorry, hang on. We had a load of comments.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, okay, sorry, Tracy. Week 6, doing okay, I think. Fasting, love it. Okay, 8 I'll check ketosis before 12. Oh, good. No change in scales. Sounds like you're doing great. I mean, the thing is, if you're loving how your new routine, then fab. If you're feeling like you're eating enough, then fabulous. You don't need to track your carbs if you're sticking to predominantly meat, fish, eggs, and then some salad or veg. I mean, it's going to be very little. Checking ketones, they will change daily. They will be all over the place. If you're doing bloods, then it can be quite expensive to do it on a regular basis. So, trust the process that if you're not eating carbs and you're not consuming anything that contains, nasty sweeteners, then you really should stay in ketosis for most of the time. Your ketones will change when you eat, but that's fine. Your ketones lower just because you've eaten. So don't try and hit certain numbers. It's not necessary. Could you do an alternative to German pork frikadellas? I think we used to buy those, didn't we?
I'm trying to figure out what they are.
They're like
They look like a meatball. They're basically
yeah, like a flat meatball type.
When did we buy them?
From Lidl's. I'm sure Lidl's. Maybe it was only me that had them. I'm sure Lidl's do actually sell them. Who's that? Al, do they? Are they still in Lidl's? I'm positive.
I can't remember the last time you bought a ready.
Oh no, no, I'm talking about pre-keto, so 5 years ago, more than. Oh, I'm not talking now. No. Lidl's, yeah, Lidl's do them. Yeah, I thought they did. Yeah, I've not had them for donkey's years, but yeah, we'll have a look. I don't see the reason why not. That's I'll just have a look at the spices. Be interesting. Right, we'll have a look then.
So I'm assuming it's just to make them clean, like making homemade burgers.
I literally don't know the ingredients. So I mean, it'll be a bit like the German sausages or any of the Polish sausages. They've got things added to them. They've got the maltodextrin, and they've got ground beef, beef and pork,
onion, breadcrumbs,
stale bread. Get your white panda out. Water, egg, garlic, parsley. Yeah, that's easily done. We can get sweet Hungarian paprika. Nice. Ground ginger, ground mace. Wow, that's a quite a pungent mix, isn't it? Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll stick that on the list of things to do. I might see if Liam can do them on Tuesday. He'll like to make a frikadellen.
If he does that, I'll write the recipe, get it on the website. There
you go. We'll try and do it in the members class on Tuesday. Just need to have a quick chat with Liam, make sure he's okay doing it. It's an easy starting base because we can buy the minced pork beef mix anyway, can't we?
Got some in the fridge.
Yeah, no, actually, that won't last. I was going to use that tomorrow, actually, but
got a pack of minced beef in the freezer.
Yeah,
probably got a pack of minced pork in the freezer as well.
Cauliflower mash? Yeah, no, I suppose it would be. Yeah, it's easy. I watched a celeb cook show where they made bonbons. What sort
of bonbons? Is that the sweet?
Yeah, is that the hard sweet?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Wow. I don't know.
There used to be 1p per bonbon down at the Sugar Barn.
Good at Tracy. Yeah, thanks for trying. Is it okay to have grit? Right. So yes, it's okay because if that's what's keeping you on track, then yes, that's fine. Yes, it's always better to have those bits of carbs with your main meal. I know you're having it sort of after, but
your body treats it as one meal.
Yeah, just the fact that you may have stopped eating for 20 minutes, half an hour, and you fancy a bowl of Greek yogurt and berries, that's probably the best time to have it because you've consumed a greater portion of protein and fat, so it has minimal impact. So yes, it's okay because you say it's okay there, Tracy. Yeah, if you start saying to yourself, well, it's not okay, I can't have that, then you need to sort of understand that a lot of times we tell ourselves we can't have things because maybe we can't stop eating sort of, the amount, like with the sweet treats. There's nothing wrong with a bit of Greek yogurt and berries. I think many of us.
From your comments, you seem like you're in a very sort of positive mindset. You're sort of enjoying what you're doing. You seem to enjoy your Greek yogurt and berries. So yeah, have it. It's fine. It's not what I was thinking of as bonbon.
Right. Okay. Never heard of this then. Never heard of this, Sandro. You're gonna have to send us a recipe on this. Send us a link. Minced beef balls with egg wash, breadcrumbs, deep fried. Okay, that's interesting. That's never heard them called bonbons though. So it'll be interesting to see what meat on a stick. Well done, Jan. Meat on a stick. You don't have to chuck some random stuff at me. Meat on a stick. Choose berries wisely. Yes, I mean berries being things like blackberries, great. They're in season. Go and pick them off the bushes. Strawberries, raspberries. Be mindful. Blueberries are higher. I suppose that's probably the general consensus in the supermarkets. You can get sour cherries because we use them in the cakes. They're fairly low carb. And you can make all sorts of rhubarb. forget rhubarb. One of the things that we're going to be, well, actually, it's been on the website, hasn't it, previously? So rhubarb is a great one. It's a very low carb fruit.
Sue, have you made a meringue with it?
Jan was the one with the recipe. Jan with the recipe. Sue then did something with it. I don't remember. Yes. Yeah. So, Kat, you need to tap up either Sue or Jan for a recipe for the meringue. It is floating around somewhere. You know what, Kat? I do exactly the same. We make a jam from it, but I treat it the same as like the Muller Corners. Just get the standard frozen bag of berries from Aldi. They're usually about 5 or 6 grams of carbs per 100 grams. We cook them down. We don't really add much to it nowadays. We used to thicken it up with chia seeds. Don't bother anymore.
There you go, Kat.
There you go. The xanthan gum is a secret. Not anymore.
Is the recipe on the website?
I don't know. Yeah, I've just got back from the afternoon walk as well with these two. That's why they're actually quiet for once. Normally they've been pestering us. I always freeze my blueberries in Tupperware tub and add them to it frozen. Do you know what? I used to eat a lot of blueberries, but I don't know. I just think they're a bit nothingness now. I actually prefer raspberries. So they're fresh, frozen, in any form. Jelly, raspberry jelly, I mean, favorite. But yeah, and I'd prefer to have raspberries over probably any of the other berries. And the sour cherries again. I'm sort of, if we ever make a jam, I'll do a sour cherry jam. So, do we ever eat high carb fruits like bananas? No, I've not had a banana for like 6 years now, and eat. I mean, after exercise, longer exercise routines. I mean, I've run marathons and stopped, and not fancied eating a banana. Ketones are high. As long as hydration is high, then no. I know it's probably, if you're going to do it, it's the ideal time to do it. Yes. If you've got sort of like quite rigorous exercise, then the carbs are going to have minimal effect. However, the last time I ate sugar, and it wasn't even after exercise, I mean a high level of sugar, I just didn't feel too good. So I would avoid that. Personally, I avoid it. I don't. If I'm going to have anything after long exercise routines, it'd be electrolytes. It can be in the form of something like bone broth or OXO cubes, which is what I used to use after running. Or nowadays it'd be salted chicken thighs. I wouldn't go for the sugar route. I'd go for the protein route with extra salt.
I didn't realise bananas weren't meant to make your mouth itch. So I think I'm actually allergic to, not allergic.
I know what you mean. Well, yeah, okay. So I get that with the hazelnut thing, the hazelnut skins.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you get
didn't realise it.
Right, okay, that's weird. That's weird. We've never mentioned it.
Oh, because when was the last time I ate a banana?
Well, yeah, no. I mean, as a child, you never mentioned it. I probably would have picked up on the fact, if you'd have said to me you had an itchy throat, I might have picked up on the fact that maybe bananas.
Yeah, but I just thought it was because they were like tangy and sweet.
Okay.
And same with pineapple. Maybe I have a problem with pineapple as well.
That would almost make sense.
I used to love pineapple juice.
Yeah. What we got? 10% target. It's going for brunch with family tomorrow. So the stone weighed in today at my suggestion. Well done. Right. So enjoy your brunch tomorrow. Obviously, one meal isn't going to spoil a week, a month, or anything like that. So even if you do have something that's not quite on plan, then it's one meal. Be aware that obviously going out and eating out, it's very difficult to eat out clean. Don't stress about that, because it's again one meal in a week. maybe one meal in a month that you're not in control of. And just try and avoid the stuff that probably will have the biggest impact on you. So try and avoid the big starches and try and avoid the processed sugars, because predominantly they're going to make you feel rubbish. The impact is minimal, long term. It's just how it might make you feel at the time. Reminiscing on bananas. Well, it's been a long time since we've had a banana in this house. Banana flavoring, yes, but I get tingling with cracked black pepper. Don't add cracked black pepper to your. Do you get tingling with ground black pepper? Anyway, should we show you what we've done this week, or we've been messing about with at the bakery? So the rhubarb crumbles that were on a few weeks ago and sold out pretty much instantly, they are back. They were that good. Liam went, I'm going to take one of these home.
They did look really good.
You do that.
When I was packing, I was like,
really
good.
They smell
Crumbles
amazing.
coming out the oven.
He said I've made the crumble a bit crunchier, a bit sort of like more crumbly, so it's got a slightly higher butter content in there. The other couple of things, one of them donuts, which we put on last week, so the ring donuts. We sort of said never again with ring donuts because they just took an absolute age to make. It was a nightmare. However, the donut batter is something that we can't not use because actually it works really, really well. So what we've done is donut ball. So as your typical sort of donut, but they're smallish ones, so they're about 40 grams each. Because they don't take anywhere near as long, and they're just coated. So we've just got it done as a sugar coating or as a single sweetener. They're just coated in the sweetener. There's actually more in there's more volume in the bag. There's 6 of those donut balls in comparison to 4 of the ring donuts, just purely because of time. They are much quicker to make. And they're great. They're fantastic. We've had some really good feedback on the donuts. So it's exactly the same recipe. It's just, yes.
A DIY donut.
Just stick your finger through the donut and there you go. You got a ring donut. The other thing is that we didn't have any cakes that had cinnamon. So we've made a cinnamon slab swirl. So there you go. So you can see that. There you go. So it's just the straightforward vanilla cake, and then with a cinnamon mix, and then swirled together, and it's really light and lovely. So there's a cinnamon slab swirl or cinnamon swirl slab, whatever Ella's called it on the website. That is going to be available as well, limited edition, just as limited edition. No, we don't do the Kashmiri or any of the single spices anymore. We've just got a few of the blends on now. We don't do the single spices. We physically don't have the space to keep stock for those sorts of things. If we can, at some point, we will try and invest in a machine that can inject jam into the donuts. It's all, I mean, they're not big machines, they're just not cheap. So right now they are just plain donut balls. But if we can at some point soon, although Liam was talking about glazing some, so we may be able to sort of do a range of glazed donuts soon. He did a chocolate one to test. And he's got some. Oh, he wants some matcha tea from me. He wants to do a green one.
Why does he want grass flavored donuts?
Because he wants to make a green casing, green thingy, drizzle. Yes, stick your finger in, poke a hole, and fill it with jam. There you go. What's those faces for, Sue?
Grass flavored donuts.
It's not grass flavored.
Matcha tastes like grass.
Although I have got a box of matcha in the cupboard. I've never tried it. I mean, and that's me. I've got a whole range of teas. And Sue, you can try a matcha with me when you come round. Yeah. You're not having anything else until you drink a matcha tea. Wow, there's actually quite a lot of you watching this evening. Please feel free to ask questions. If you're there and you're pondering, then don't worry. The donut chat can wait. We can always come back to donuts. Yes, Dan. Jan needs a whole little section on the website. Actually, she needs her own sort of like a blog site for Jan, sayings and recipes. The recipes will be what's in the fridge, stick it in a pan, fry it, done. Are we gearing up for Christmas? We haven't even started to gear up for the show in 2 weeks' time, V. Yeah. Let me get that out of the way with first.
Oh god, it's actually 2 weeks tomorrow.
It's 2 weeks tomorrow. No. We've got the Free From show 2 weeks tomorrow, and then the Keto show 2 weeks Sunday.
I need to order my panda cutout.
Which, when I was looking at the diary, there'll be no Q&A in a fortnight's time.
Yeah,
we're going to be full. We're going to be just, yeah. I was just looking at the diary and I've cleared some space for that week. Have we got some help? Yes, we've got some help. We've got
lots of help.
We've got loads of, I think most of the team coming down to give us a hand. I mean, and I say give us a hand. We wouldn't even be. We wouldn't get close to doing this without the team. I'll be honest. It's not just give us a hand. We wouldn't be able to physically do it.
It's running the stand because we don't really move from where we are.
Yeah.
The team do all the talking.
So we were extremely busy in London, and I pretty much guarantee it's going to be the same.
The fact we've got double the space on the Sunday.
Oh yeah.
We have 2 stands.
Yeah, Ella's got this idea. Are you going to explain your?
Oh yeah. So I wanted to order a big cutout of a panda because now I know how to make vector images. I'm like obsessed with making really high quality big images. So I'm gonna order a big panda cutout, and then I had the idea of ordering arms that we stick on like a pivot, so he can move his arms. Because I said, well, I can't have the panda pointing because then that limits it to only being used on one side of the stand. What if we need him on the other side, but we can move his arms? So I'm going to see if I can do it. It might not be for 2 weeks' time, but I'll be able to get the panda cut out.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be full on panda when we go to the show. I think even the last show, did we have stuff that hadn't been panda?
Not London. We didn't. At Bristol, we had all of them. We've been gluten free completely, but at Bristol, we also had the baked cheesecake brownie. But they're panda now anyway. So there really isn't anything that isn't panda now apart from the sauces.
Yeah, we don't say them anyway. Yeah, so we're full on panda when we go down there. It's a shame we won't have confirmation of the trademark by then. We've applied for the trademark for panda flour, so that's been submitted, but it's going to be a couple of months before we actually find out.
So it can look all fancy with a TM next to it.
Yeah, so if you may sort of see.
It's not on the labels.
That's on that one, isn't it?
But that was a sample label.
Yeah.
It's on the website. I mean, I could write TM on all of the labels.
Oh, right. Go on. Have we got any other questions? Otherwise, I can go and have an early night and go and have my dinner. Yes, they can. Yeah, I've been given a timeline of 2 months, which was only earlier this week. So we applied for it No, the beginning of August. Beginning of August was the first weekend of August. Yeah, it was. Oh, people have commented on whether we're getting enough vitamins in this lifestyle. Wheat, loads of sour green veg and flour. That's weird too. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. You don't get most of your minerals and vitamins from veg. They're quite a poor option for minerals and vitamins. The majority of the minerals and vitamins you're going to get are from your meats, your fish, your eggs, your proteins, and the fats. It's not essential that you take supplements at all. The only thing that we would always recommend is something like an electrolyte. And purely because when you eat the processed foods, so that be bread, any ready meal. You're right down there. She was trying to have a scratch, trying to scratch her face with her front left paw and realised that she can't do it. When you stop eating the processed foods, you actually stop consuming a lot of electrolytes because those foods have got sodium, magnesium actually put into them, and obviously potassium. So one of the main reasons why we sort of suggest that you take an electrolyte, and generally that means water with low salt and some good rock salt, pink Himalayan salt, lemon juice, vitamin C. I take apple cider vinegar as well. Is to sort of ensure you've got an electrolyte, a good amount of electrolytes. So sodium, magnesium, potassium are essential for you feeling your best. There isn't a deficiency in vitamin C. No one's got a deficiency in vitamin C. You'll get plenty of vitamin C from the meats and the fish and the green veg that you're eating. The bits that you're eating have got the best sources of minerals and vitamins. The low carb options have always got the best values of minerals and vitamins, so the micronutrients. The starches, people are sort of saying that if you're not eating your cereals or not eating your potatoes, then there's nothing in them that you're missing out on at all. So supplements, not always necessary. Do sometimes I take them? Yes, I'll take them. I take a magnesium along with my electrolytes. Yeah, the animals eat the vitamins and then give them to us. So the animals eat all the Vit C out the ground, and then we do the rest. The only thing with supplements is that you don't know whether it's a benefit to you until you've actually maybe tried something and then stopped using them. So what is it you think you may be short of? And it's not going to be Vit C. It's absolutely not. Vitamin D is probably one of the ones that most of us are short of because summer is about 2 weeks long and the sun hides for the rest of the year. So Vit D is something that I think is a general rule in any lifestyle, is something that maybe most of us should supplement. But multivitamins are generally pretty much pointless. You want specific. So real electrolyte, which is the best cream or tartar low salt? So there is no best or worst. Low salt, sodium reduced salt is just that. It's a supermarket bought item. There is no best. Just go and buy low salt, or I buy Tesco's own sodium reduced salt. That's it. But you don't need to go buying anything expensive. It's a pound a jar, a pound a tub. Cream of tartar went really expensive over lockdown. I know it's probably back out there. It's still more expensive than low salt. You can use that. You'd use a little bit less of that. I think it's a slightly higher concentration.
Sandra, we use bulk protein, just the bog standard one, the first one that comes up in their whey protein selection. You can use my protein, whichever one you fancy. Always look for codes. They will have codes going.
Yeah. There's the offer codes.
Don't pay
list price. Just a quick thing on the supplements, dear, or people questioning supplements. People are using the information that they've been reading on the sides of cereal packets or loaves of bread for years to remind you that, you know, the cereal or the bread is healthy. It's had these minerals added back into them to make it fit for consumption. What do you want? What? Oh, they've not eaten yet. Okay, yeah. They've had the walk and they've not eaten yet. So yes, you know, your fake nutrition, your mineral requirement is best met by eating lots of good quality protein and fat. That's your mineral requirement sorted. Yeah. Yes, maybe a bit D if you don't get out much.
Honestly, so the amount they're going through at the moment with the pick and mix box they have. I got them some more meat sticks actually.
Yeah, and I did as well. They're in the van. We've bought 2 packs of meat sticks.
We need
each.
to coordinate our shopping because we've done too much multiple buys this week.
We both bought a pot of cream and we both bought a packet of meat sticks for the dogs.
And not just a pot of cream, but
a big pot. A big pot. It's fine.
And it's only us two, so it's not going down nearly as quickly.
No, I literally have 1, maybe 2 coffees here a day. That's it.
So,
yeah.
Why have we bought 1.2 litres of double cream?
They're not starving, honestly. Really, they are not starving. Their pick and mix box is actually quite funny. It's got dried chicken feet, dried
he likes the feet. That's what he went for.
Oh, they love the trachea, the cow trachea. It's a great one. That stinks.
It is funny because they aren't like the most intelligent dogs out there. They don't understand most commands like boxers do. But we had to persuade them to pick out of the box because they won't eat without us saying,
No.
So we put the box down and thought, pick one, and they look at you like, what? What am I meant to do? They got the hang of it eventually.
Do you want to sort their dinner out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had beef stock this morning, the rest of that.
Oh, they finished it off
What we're doing, Lancashire Dairy.
I got a truckload of Lancashire Dairy yogurt last week. So they're working their way through that with their kibble. Wow, 4 pounds of cheese every week. That's a lot of cheese. You know what? I went shopping this afternoon and I thought, well, I'll get some cheese. And I thought, I'm barely eating it. Why? Do you eat much cheese? You don't have cheese?
Cheese, not anything.
Yeah. So I thought about it.
I buy cheese specifically for recipe if I need it, but what my dinner's been like for the past 2 weeks. The same thing.
I thought about it and I was like, no, I'm not bothering to buy cheese. No, I've got some bits and pieces in there, but even that, just not appealing at the moment.
I need some more kibble too.
Right, okay. I'll try and pick up some tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I still shop with a mindset that Louis is going to sort of need something at some point. Yeah. It'll take a while to get used to the fact that he's not here.
And that we have an abundance of spoons.
I mean, we haven't missed him. Put it that way. We haven't sort of sat at him and thought, oh, I wonder what Louis is doing.
He sent me a photo of a Lego Kawasaki.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
That's what he's been doing lately. Building Lego.
Right.
They're going to get a Lego bunch of flowers to put on the kitchen table.
Yes, I've seen them. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, seen them. Oh, we just take the mickey out of him. Look, the dogs have loved having access to his room, using his window as their new barking spots.
I don't think they've realised he's moved out.
Right.
There's been Audrey. No. There's been maybe because they've been allowed in his room, they've not missed him because they can still smell him. But...
Oh, sorry, Jan, I missed that. Apart from making your own, is there a stock brand that is better? So I think you've gone about sort of beef stock, chicken stock, that type of thing. Tesco's do. I think it's in the finest. It's in the pouches. I think it has a tiny bit of sugar in it. There's barely anything in it. Yeah, Tesco's finest. Although Sue can't type tonight. Yeah, that's fine. We've often picked that one up, especially if I'm doing a live and I'm showing sort of a stock to use. We invariably have something in the fridge that's come from either a chicken stock or a beef stock. So maybe they're barking for him to come home. No, they're not barking for him to come home. Honestly, they're loving the fact they can stand on his bed and bark out the window at whatever's walking past. No, in fact, they saw him today. Actually, they got excited for a couple of minutes and then realised that he wasn't taking them for a walk. He's trying to encourage them to eat now. Right, are we done? Are we finished for the evening? We start the weekend? I'm not sure. I'll ask Ella. Is there much going on the weekend?
There's a shorter and shorter life.
Short and shorter. Sue, what you making on Sunday?
Update. Coco was just being dramatic. She doesn't want dinner.
Well, then you get nothing else. There you go. No.
Like, I asked.
Cabbage bake. Cabbage bake? What are you cabbage baking?
The cabbage bake, the panda batter cabbage bake, your recipe that you made like a couple of weeks ago.
What?
Look at the recipe up. It's your.
Oh, is this the recipe
batter.
that Jan? Yes. Right. Okay. Oh, I forgot.
Sorry, is it Jan? You made it on a live.
Yes, so it was Jan's recipe. Well, Jan pinged me the recipe. Yes, okay. I sort of remember it now. Yeah. Okay.
As we said in the caption, it's like coleslaw without the mayo and baked. So not much like coleslaw, but it uses cabbage.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's the only time I've ever made it. And I sort of remember making it, but I didn't realize it had panda in it.
What doesn't have panda?
I just didn't. Cabbages, yes. Right, thank you very much. We'll see you.
Requesting a 5-star steak.
Right, we're not having. We'll see you next week sometime. I'm going to be live Thursday. I've already chosen my day. Doing Korean sweet and spicy chicken. So it's very much in the vein of the crispy chili beef. But we're going to sleep helps with that. Sleep. We're going to see what double frying the panda batter does, because it was very nice on the chicken balls last night. This is a slightly different recipe. Just got to work out how to do the red pepper paste that they use. That's the tricky part, because it's it's not even close to being low carb. I'll find a recipe then. Right, thank you very much. Enjoy your samosas. Enjoy your weekend. Yes, I know. I'll come out with you, and we'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye-bye.